I don't believe this. Bit light, but without the wheat in it, in a way. Huh. I... I... I can't believe the stream went down again. I'm gonna need to head back to the safe house and save and end.
And now, it's time for our daily recreational activity. And now, it's time for our daily recreational activity. Come on, everyone. Time for you to get out of the street and find a telly to watch. This game is so much more fun with all of your friends and fellow citizens. Today is a very special episode of our favorite.
Huh. Act grilly.
No one gave me.
See me. So made out of Happy Town. Well, actually, yes and no. I'll actually explain that in just one moment as soon as I, finish putting this stuff away. And explain that before I end. Okay, so essentially, yeah, you always normally do come right when we're about to end. If it wasn't for this issue, though, with the streams, I'd probably be streaming longer, but yeah, I gotta keep ending whenever that ends to check everything and try to see if I can find the source of what's going on. I've been at this for like, I think 4 weeks now, trying to find out what why the stream keeps going down at around the same time. Now note though, it's not same time of day, it's same time of stream, so it's around 4 hours and 30-minute marker. No matter what time of the day I stream. And I've done everything from narrowing it down to like different things. Like, in other words, like, it's definitely my computer, something on my computer or in my computer, because I found out it's not the modem, because we were going to get that replaced. I found it's not the router, because I was able to this happened without even using the router. I know it's not like my account or my server I'm using, because I was able to stream without any problems on my PS4. And for the longest time I thought it was my internet on my computer, which it could still almost be, but just recently here I switched the internet setting, or no, I recently totally reinstalled the Ethernet on my computer. In other words, just wiping it out and putting it back in, and even that didn't fix it, which tells me that it could be the capture card, or it could be something else. I don't know. So I'm actually working on different options on the... I mean, see, basically I have limited options with my capture card. Okay, but there was a few things I could do, such as, like, what I just did the other day was update the firmware on it, see if that was the problem. What else did I do? There's numerous things, without going all into it, but so far, literally, this makes no flippin' sense on how the stream keeps going down, because it has nothing to do with the hardware in terms of my PC, or sorry, my laptop, because this laptop is fully powerful to run like 1080p 60 frames a second with even higher bitrate and stuff. So it just doesn't make any sense, because I even tested higher settings, graphical settings and stuff, you know, like, in other words, like, my streams are always 720. I even ran a 1080 stream and it went down the exact same time. So, you know, you would think that if I ran higher settings that the stream would have gone down sooner, yet no. That's why I always believe it was the network, but like I said, I fully put the network back to default factory settings, and that didn't fix it. So I'm basically running out of options here, because nothing makes sense. I've gone through every kind of thing, and the problem is, you would think by what this is, you would think it was some kind of a traffic meter. In other words, a thing that would limit your bandwidth and, like, just do a quick little reset or something, or stop you from going any higher, blah 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 blah. But yet that's not the case. I've made sure every single thing is off on my computer. Literally, I even went into hidden settings on my computer, all over the place when it revolves around the network and stuff. And nothing I do is fixing this issue, which makes no flippin' sense. I can't understand it, and I don't have the money to go out and buy yet another computer, because I already just spent all my money on this computer as is, because this one thing was over $1,000, and this is pathetic, and I don't know what's causing this, and I'm literally going insane. I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours each day across all these past many weeks, trying to find out what the source of the problem is, looking every kind of guide up I can find to similar problems with other people, find out how they fix their stuff, and literally nothing I do works. There's not one stinking thing, and everything I'm using is like top notch, other than the only thing, though, is just my graphics card, not graphics card, why am I saying graphics card? Capture card. The capture card I'm using is really old, but this wasn't happening on the old computer. Now, granted, though, I'm using higher speeds and stuff, and I have, like, one more test, which is going to take a while to set up, to find out if it could potentially be something hidden in the capture card that I don't know about that's causing this, because worst case scenario, I would have to buy a new capture card, which the one I have my eyes on is not exactly cheap. It's just under $200. It's actually one of the latest ones out there, in terms of my Elgato and stuff, and it's fully designed to do, 1080, 60 frames per second, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. So, in other words, it's got the power. it has the power. But yeah, that's literally going to be my last resort if this one next test proves in favor. But the problem is that, like I said, this next test I'm going to do is going to take a while to set up. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, because this next test is something I really didn't want to do. It was like one of the last things I wanted to do. So have I considered 2020? You know what? I've already thought of that, and it's because of that. That's why this is happening. If this was 2019, this wouldn't be happening. But yeah. Anyways, I in a way, I kind of okay. So I'm actually torn right now. A small part of me wants to, but now that that this just happened right now, that everything I just didn't work, since I only have pretty much like one thing left, as I said, test wise, if the test fails on that, I'm screwed. I literally will never be able to stream over 4 hours and 30 minutes again. Okay? But if the test passes, then I can hope to just, as I said, get the new capture card, and I'm kind of hoping for that. I mean, even though I don't exactly have the money to put down, for just under, well, I think it was like 178 or something like that, plus tax, blah, 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 blah. Again, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I just remember it was under 200, and I had no intentions of buying a new capture card this year, because I was eventually going to upgrade, but just not anytime soon, because I definitely don't have the money right now due to, this whole new computer and everything else that I had to get recently. And yeah, I'm just, so basically, as I was trying to say, a part of me doesn't want to get the new capture card right now, but the other part of me does, just to finally know that I have a solution and can fix this, because otherwise, like I just said a minute ago, if this next test fails, whenever I'm able to eventually do it, because like I said, it's going to take a while to set up, I'm screwed. I'm literally flipping screwed, and will never be able to stream over 4 hours and 30 minutes ever again, which makes literally no sense. And also, just put another little note in there. Another reason why I thought it was the network, like my internet and stuff, because like if I would lower the bandwidth a little bit, the stream would last a little bit longer. Okay? But again, I've fully reset the internet in my computer, and the only thing that would make any kind of logical sense at all, which of course this doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever, is if it's something really, really like wrong with the capture card itself. Like it just wasn't designed. Here, like for example, I'll give you another example as to why this seems like the more logical route could be the capture card. Because like for example, my capture card I have, it can run 1080p streams. Well, it's supposed to. Let's say it that way. It's supposed to be able to run 1080p streams, but it can't run 60 frames on the 1080. However, it can run 60 frames through the 720. Okay, so right there, there's a power limit right there. Okay, even though I'm only doing 720 and 30 frames, so I shouldn't be seeing any problems. The capture card should have been designed for this. So I don't know. Maybe it's just old, but still, it's the program itself, or maybe I don't know. Because whenever this capture card came out, Windows 10, I don't think existed when this capture card came out, and maybe the people that work on these things, the Elgato ones, maybe they just didn't fix the original capture card to be able to run properly on Windows 10. You know, see, this is another problem. I would totally flip it back to my old computer and then run a test with with the same settings, but I can't because my old computer is not powerful enough to run the settings I'm running right now. You know, it's 720 p 30 frames per second, 5 megabytes upload. My old computer can only do 2 to 3 megabytes upload, and it even had trouble. Even run at 2. Well, see, that was because of my internet, but still, even run at 2, there could be times where the capture card could crash or whatever, and actually that would be due to hardware, not network. But, like, for example, whenever I tried to run, again, same settings, 720, 30 frames, when I tried to actually run the faster internet, the capture card just kept crashing over and over and over and over and over again on my old computer because, again, it wasn't powerful enough. So this sucks that I have no way of testing like this capture card on another Windows 10, you know, the whole scenario, the whole kit and caboodle, but, you know, just without using this single laptop here and, you know, to actually be able to identify the problem. Yes, rip the 24-hour stream stuff. Which, well, I did do a 20-hour stream with No Man's Sky back in, what was that, 2015, I think? I don't remember. Whenever No Man's Sky came out, literally, like, the day it came out, or I think the next day, I don't remember when, I literally did a 20-hour stream. I was going to do 24, but I couldn't go on any longer, and at the time, you know, no one was really, I mean, there was a few people going to my channel and stuff at the, you know, clicking on the stream, but I just wasn't really getting high enough numbers to, you know, go the full 24 hours, and I was tired, and yeah, it just wasn't working. But of course, you figure back then I had the very pixelated streams, so yeah, who's gonna want to see that? So yeah. Anyways, to try to wrap up about everything here in the game. Okay, so to try to give a brief explanation, there is like 2 different types of areas. There is the non-joyful areas, and then there's the joyful areas. Okay, we'll use it like that. So essentially, you have like open land slash torn down towns that have been like, they look like they went through war, to the joyful towns, which are the buildings are all built up, everyone's happy, and yada yada yada. Well, there's also a third area, which is up here, which is essentially your city, which has like huge tall buildings and stuff up here, okay, which is all joyful. So here and here, open slash broken down town. This is actually military base. Broken down town slash open area. Broken down town, open area. All this broken down town, open area. Joyful area. Joyful area. Factory. Joyful area. And as I said, city. Okay? So we essentially we started here, then there, then through here, down to here, then up down here, then up to here, then came through around here, yada 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 yada. Then a little bit here, then here to here, back to here, to over here, here a little bit more, now up here, in terms of just the progression we've made. And there's still like tons of side quests. See, I was doing tons and tons and tons of side quests as they've been going on, but I've actually been letting them build up just a wee little bit here. Even though there's actually a few I can't do yet, like that one, Hive Mind. I can't do Hive Mind yet, but I've actually been letting these ones here build up a little bit. But anyways, just go through the completed. Look at all these completed. Now the completed, also note, they're both main story and side quest, but most of this is side quest, but you get the idea. So just look how long it takes to go through all this. That's all we've gotten done so far. So we've gotten a lot of the game done. And in terms of the overall story, since we're finally branching into the final area here, I want to say story-wise I'm starting to get close to an end, but I have a lot to go, as I said, with the side quests, because they're all scattered all over the place. And there's even some other stuff that still hasn't even popped up yet. Because I know I saw a few, like, buildings I saw I could go into that, again, I haven't really started up yet. But, yeah, so lots and lots and lots of progress. And also one more second here.
All aboard for Chippenham, Swindon, Newbury, Reading and London.
Okay, so this would be wrapping up episode 7, so tomorrow will be episode 8, so that means 8 streams now, which I would, of course, be farther if it wasn't for this streaming issue crap. Hey, you can't process it all. Oh, this is a new little video. They got one little video for, like, if you're going into the wilderness, one little video if you're going into the regular town, but also this new video right here for when you're going into the city. Which we didn't see much of it because it loaded awfully fast. Normally it loads slow.
Bin smells of cheese.
Sadly, I think I have to, yeah, I have to go outside in order to save. That's one thing, that's one of the 2 things I really, really hate about this game. Number 1, you can't save in certain places, which mainly are inside buildings / safe houses, which, yeah, where's the logic? Even though there was a few different safe houses I was able to save. Whoops. There was a few different safe houses I was able to save inside the safe house, but that's normally, like, right next to,
You sneaking from the garden district? You look like a maestro.
near the exit and stuff, where I'd be able to save. So that's one big issue I have with this game. The other big issue is I can't just freely load a save file, whether it's a manual, auto, whatever. I can't load it from the main game. In order to actually... Hold on, let me just make sure. In order to actually load the game, I have to actually go back to the main menu, which you got to sit through a loading screen there, and then go into the load menu, and then load back up the game. It's really annoying. And actually, you know, I'll say one more. There's one more thing I actually do hate about this game. Okay, so there's a third thing, which is this right here. Do you see the time on it? It says 5:01 a.m. Alright? It's not set to my time zone, and there's no way of changing that. Like here, if you see right here... Hold on, let me just clear that for a second. Whoops, wrong button. It's 1:02 a.m. So it should have saved at 1:01 a.m. Instead, it's 5:01 a.m. Meaning that I believe its time zone in the game is built off of London time zone, or you know, somewhere around UK. And the reason I say London is because since the game is based in London here, and yeah, I personally hate that because I can't keep straight the times here, even though, like, as I just saved at 1:01, so, like, obviously, like, if I bring this up tomorrow and I look at that, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, it definitely wasn't 5:01, it was definitely my time, 1:01 a.m., because, you know, I'll remember. But if I had, like, say, a bunch of these or whatever, then it'd be really annoying, because actually I can show you right here. Imagine the load times on the next gen. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Even though I have to wait an additional year, or longer myself, since originally I was going to get it this year, but again, the whole computer thing, stop that. Yeah, I had to get the new computer for the higher internet speeds, but by using the higher internet speeds, I can't stream that long. What the fudge, you know? Okay, so anyways, back to here. So here's where it gets confusing. Now, right here, it's pretty okay, because they're all right beside each other time-wise, but imagine, like, them being farther apart, and it just, it can get confusing, okay? At times when you have, like, 3 totally different numbers. Now, again, here I can easily tell, okay, that one saved first, that one saved second, that one saved third, yada, 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 yada. But looking at my time, okay, so this is what I mean by confusing. Like, say, for example, say if I saved at X time on my own clock, okay, and then I go and look back at the save, I'm like, okay, how long ago was that when I last saved? And then I'm like, oh, I have no idea, because it's not in my time zone. That's where the confusion comes in at. And, you know, I totally forgot I'm still going to be doing the DLC here. Completely forgot about that. Oh, this is different.
Well, look at you. What are you doing? Yes, that's right. I'm talking to you.
Look at him reading those cue
What
cards.
on earth do you think you're doing? Are you where you should be? You doing what you should be doing? Of course you are. Let's face it. There's nowhere we'd rather be, and nothing we'd rather be doing than living our lives here and now in Wellington Wells, eh? We're all so fortunate to be proud Englishmen and women, because no matter what we've been through, we're all alive and happy, and so many others are not.
Alright, well, I stopped. I don't know how long it's going to go on for, but, oh, gosh. Yeah, let's just move on. But yeah, there's main story, there's DLC, then there's, like, these arcade modes. Survival, Night Watch, and Sandbox. Whoops. I was supposed to flip the screen first, derp. Well, since we're here, I still don't know what game we're going to be doing next. We're either going to be doing Journey to the Savage Planet. Savage Planet. Why do I keep saying the other word? Yeah, Journey to the Savage Planet. Windbound. Or Kingdoms of Alamar Re-Reckoning. Or those Mario games that are coming out, that are being ported to the Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure. I have no idea, you know, what's coming next. It all depends. And it also even depends on this stupid streaming crap. You know, if this ever gets fixed, it's going to really depend on that one. Because, well, you know, it's just, yeah, I just can't really think straight because all this crap. Uh-oh. Definitely uh-oh. I can't get in the capture gallery. Why? Uh-oh. I mean, I can get in the capture gallery. What I mean is, hold on. What I mean is that my quick select it wasn't working. Something happened at some point. I don't know what, I don't know when, but apparently something happened. Oh, I know what it was. Whenever I loaded the save file. Oh, shoot. Okay, so basically at one point I had to reload the save file from the cloud save that I had saved. Because the save that was on my console, well, that's just that I couldn't use that because, well, I mean, I could use it, but I mean, I had to go back. And the only save that was actually back far enough was through the cloud save that I'd saved from Friday. And I had to do that. And by doing that, it got rid of my quick select into the capture gallery to quickly bring up the outro. Oops. See, this is a rare thing. Oh, good. Thankfully it loaded. I just need to give it like another second here. And golden. There it is. Okay, I got the video up now. Let's see. I want to play them so bad, but no Switch and no money. Yeah. 64 in Galaxy. Yeah, and also Super Mario Sunshine. See, that's the one I wanted for years. I can't even begin to even tell you or explain how long I've wanted to play Super Mario Sunshine. And when the Switch came out, I was thinking, oh, it's great. They'll finally, hopefully, port that, you know, to the Switch someday, yada yada. And then I eventually gave up hope because, you know, time went on and on and on and on and on. Still no Super Mario Sunshine. I'm like, oh, we're never going to see it. It's never going to happen. And then literally, you know, last week, whatever it was, Jake posts the info on Discord about these games being brought to the Switch, ported, however limited time though, and I'm like, wait, what? So I immediately hopped on the bandwagon and immediately pre-ordered the bundle. I couldn't, I mean, even though again, right now I don't want to be spending money, but due to that limited time BS, I had to put the money down now, because see, normally I would have, even though I want to play, you know, these games real badly, I still, due to money, would have waited, you know, for them to go on sale, even though Nintendo, you know, Nintendo, they don't like putting things on sale, at least when it comes to their physical stuff and their first-party AAA titles. However, if it's like a third-party title, indie game, whatever, then oh sure, they'll definitely put them on sale, you know, all over the place on their online store. But if you try getting their first party titles, digital or physical, good luck trying to actually find a sale. You know, that's how stingy they are. And yeah, I still would have put the stuff on my wish list and waited, but since we have a limited time crap on this, I had to go for it. So anyways, that's what I'm saying, like, since I'm getting day one here, which I believe is September 18th, that's why that is one of the potential things I might switch to once we ever finish this game we're working on right now, but I don't know when we're going to finish this game. I mean, I'm getting pretty far. I mean, you figure I'm going in episode 8 here, and I'm getting super, super far with the game, but I still, like I said, still do have the DLCs, and I have no idea how long they're going to take. Yikes. So all that. Anyways, I gotta get going. I have a lot of work to do. Not tonight, Sally. I gotta get sleep so I can make sure I get up early tomorrow, and then have all the work to start working on tomorrow for this crap about trying to set up for the final test about this streaming issue. And I just hope and pray that I can find a solution, because let's just say it this way: if this test that I'm going to do, if it works, then we'll at least have a temporal fix until I can get you know, the essentially the new capture card. So that's where we're at right now. So yeah. Anyways, like I said, I gotta get going. So yeah. So anyways, that's it for tonight's stream. So until next time, keep on gaming.
I'm standing find myself in the shadows, surrounded by the silence seeping in. Alone with my thoughts, no one to follow. Running on time that's paid